Going ahead with question number 16. It is asking me to create a pod called pod-jxc using the details mentioned below. So only specific thing about this question is security context, and there are some settings that we need to specify when we are creating a pod. Image is also given. So basically we are going to create a YAML file first, and then we will find this certain information inside the documentation, and then we will put it inside the YAML file to create the code. Let's just execute this. Alias g is equal to kubectl and then g run pod-jxc image is equal to alpine, redis alpine dry run is equal to client and -4. Yeah, as you can see, the information is generated now. Let me just take it to a file. This is, I have named it as 16-sec-pod. So let's just edit this 16-sec pod. We will delete the unnecessary information. We don't really need that. It doesn't really matter. We can hide them as well, but we are just making a clean file right now. So let's just go ahead with the ask. Let me search for runasUser, for example. So just go to documentation and search runasUser. It's best if you become familiar with this documentation, because it will help a lot. So we are going ahead and taking this information, for example, whatever is given. It is covering our question, so I'm copying it here, and let's just paste that. Somehow the indentation didn't go well. I'm going to just make sure that the indentation is exactly as it is expected. You don't need run as a group information, so ensure this indentation is not wrong. And also this information is supposed to be specified under spec. This is for the first time I'm specifying it under, but I guess it will work still. But I need to make sure this context stays as it is expected. Containers, and not getting it. And let's just create the container. G apply -f and then exec. So code has been created. G get codes, and my code is pod-jxc. So it is running right now. In the describe command, we might not be able to find much, so we will just try and see if certain command like whoami, which is restricted by the security context, are we able to run it or not. By default I am already a user, so let me just run that. G exec, and then code name is pod-jxc. I need to specify -ti and then -whoami. Here you can see that because of that security context, you would not be able to execute whoami, because by default when you run it, it runs as a root. You can check it in other containers just by, for example, I got another ports, and I'll just get inside any of the port from there, web port for example, and I'll just specify the code instead of pod-jxc. Good. Here I can see that it is able to execute that command, which means our security context went well. Thank you for watching. I hope you have liked it.